I thought that everything was going to be under control. I thought everything was going to be fine. That's what everybody thinks, and they wind up getting caught up. You don't go through a traumatic experience and say that you can just live it off. You're never going to get over it. You've been traumatized, you're not going to get over it, but you can live with it. The other one was kind of older than me, and so I was a virgin, and so therefore that was the person that I had my first experience with. Well, that wasn't so great. Basically, I was molested when I was a kid, so therefore I had this tendency to like older men. You get what I mean? And it's one of those kind of things where you're looking for a male figure kind of situation. I figured that out when I was older. They tell you, you're supposed to wait till you're married and when you're sure, and that's not what I did. I got pregnant. That's when the biggest explosion in my life happened, when I had to make the decision to have an abortion. I did have an abortion. You're 17 years old, you come from where I come from, you don't have no family and no support. Do what you're supposed to do for yourself, you know what I mean? You got to do what you're going to do for yourself, and that's what I did. I wasted no time, and by the next day, I got the situation handled. I thought that everything was going to be under control. I thought everything was going to be fine. That's what everybody thinks, and they wind up getting caught up. So that happened, and after that, basically, it was like no more men. It was after that, and that's when I made my decision that I would never do it again. I needed time away, you know what I mean? It was I basically lost myself. I didn't know who I was for a long time. I didn't even know how I acted. I don't know how you can basically lose yourself, but you can 8 years later. It was like a lot of learning happened and a lot of settling down happened. I went and was celibate for 3 years, and during that time, that's when I basically got my little gift. That's what I call it. I was good at writing my feelings down, so it worked out great when I wrote poetry, and I felt good about myself, and so when I learned how to write scripts, I even felt better because I could be the whole story. Writing did fix me as far as me feeling good about me. You don't go through a traumatic experience and say that you can just live it off. You can't live it off. You're going to continue to relive it. You'll continue to cry here and there. You'll continue to bring it back up. You'll think about how he didn't do this, or she didn't do that. And at the end, you can't beat it down. You got to go to counseling. You got to get some help for it so that you can learn how to live with it. You're never going to get over it. You've been traumatized. You're not going to get over it, but you can live with it.